to Your OC Sucks, the weekly podcast where we review and critique the best and the worst fan-created original characters from the My Little Pony fandom. This show is unscripted and unfiltered, so moderate language will be used. As well, this show can be a little heavy on the critique at times. That being said, if you are easily offended, do not watch. If not, feel free to join us for this week's show. This is episode 106 for May 13th, 2016. On this week's episode, we are going to be taking a look at some of the OCs that I reviewed at Everfree Northwest a couple of weeks back. My name is Mo5 Thunderbirds. I'm the host and show manager, and this week, just like the last one, I'm all by myself. Unfortunately, Smooth didn't get to review any ponies last at the con. But, I asked him if he wanted to be on, and he was like, you know what, since I didn't review any, I think I'm going to sit this one out. It's completely understandable, so, why don't we just get into this one? So, this, first pony is a little bit straightforward and super easy to get into. It's pretty cut and dry. You'll see why in just a moment. But this was the first OC I reviewed of the weekend. I want to say it happened just after opening ceremonies, if I remember correctly. Just right in front of registration. You see a lot of ponies. Oh my god, I'm going full brony. Oh dear god, save me now. You see a lot of people walking back and forth, from the opening ceremonies. And, it's a pretty crazy time. So, why don't we just watch the video? So, here is Carl with his OC. Okay, so, first OC of the con, Everfree Northwest 2016. I am here with
Cameron or Carl, whatever you want.
Cameron or Carl. Whatever you want, guys. Anyway, so, we're taking a look at his OC. What is your OC's name?
It is Carl.
Carl.
That's why everybody calls me Carl.
His OC is Carl. He's Carl. This is what we're looking at here, guys. So I'm just going to hold there for a second, try to get... Yeah, that'll work. I'll grab a screen cap of that and be like, okay, great. So tell me a little bit about the backstory, Carl, about Carl.
Is it from the Fallout Equestria universe?
Ooh, good start. Okay.
He is part of the Grand Pegasus Enclave, being them. He was born in the clouds along with them, and he serves them loyally as just a mere trooper. Nothing more.
Okay.
He's just a side trooper. There's not much story to him.
Simple. I love it. So you're just like, okay, great. He's an Enclave pony. He works for the Enclave. He's a trooper. Yeah. That's what it is. Is he valiant to the effort? Is he like, yes?
He's valiant. He definitely
Enclave is the word of God, and I will serve the Enclave. Or is he just like,
highly loyal to the Enclave. He isn't going to back down.
Okay, sweet. So, all right, because that's something else. It's like, we'll keep it out. I'll eventually have to talk about aesthetics. Don't put it away quite yet. I mean, you can put it on hold, but just don't stuff it in battery.
Saving battery life, currently.
Exactly. So yeah. For those of you who know Fallout Equestria, that totally makes sense. That's a solid story. That's pretty much it. That's okay. That's an Enclave pony. My OC is an Enclave pony. For people that read Fallout Equestria, they don't need any more explanation. I got it. Yeah. I read the whole thing. Thought it was a great story. I only got like a chapter or two into Project Horizon.
Yeah, it's hard to get into.
No, sorry. 15 chapters into Project Horizon.
That's not a bad start.
And then I started to hate my life, and I went, I need to stop reading this. So then I read Bright Eyes.
Yeah.
Just,
Bright Eyes. Was it Pink Eyes or Bright Eyes?
No, wait. Bright Eyes is the song. Pink Eyes.
Yeah.
Anyway, so yeah. But yeah, that solid story. People who know it works out fine. And you don't really need to ever go any further than that. It's a good story. So, anyway, that was a story. I like it. It was good. It was a good story. Let's talk about aesthetics. So if I can I see it just one more time?
Yes, you can.
Okay. So, I also know your password now.
Spoiled again.
Anyway, so... Who drew it?
That was a friend of mine on Steam who goes by the name of Pudding Pop.
Pudding Pop drew your OC, this image that we're looking at right here. So, yeah, he's green, he's an Enclave, he's wearing Enclave armor. Yeah.
Straightforward.
It's pretty much that it. It's a green pony. It's a little saturated on the color. So maybe try to turn down that lighter green a little bit because it's a little crazy.
I've been trying to get it down to a more simple green, but it keeps coming back with
but that middle green, that's a perfect green. Yeah. I like that.
I love that color.
It's good. It's a solid one. And you can find some way of just desaturating that
that green a little bit, just kind of fade it a little
Make it
bit.
a little less bright, a little less on the
A little less
neon color.
neon, and you'll be good. It's good. Carl,
you.
was it?
Yes.
You have a good OC.
Thank you, sir.
You have a good OC. Good OC on Carl. I think that's the first time I've actually said anybody's OC was good or bad. Your OC does not suck.
Thank you. I'm glad I'm like that in a good OC.
Thanks, Carl.
Okay, so that was Carl and his OC, Carl. So, one of the things that I said at the very beginning that it was a good start. I more or less meant to say an interesting start because as a brony who has read Fallout Equestria, I can get into the concepts very easily, and that was like, boom! I already knew what he was all about at that point. I just wanted to make sure about that whole, whether or not he's like super valiant to the cause. Like, yes, the Enclave is like the word, and I need to work for them as hard as I can to make the great Enclave better, kind of thing. Or if he was just kind of like a shrug off kind of guy that's just like, it's a job. But I really liked it. I actually did like it a lot. But I fear that I only like it because I've read the Fallout Equestria stories. Well, at least the first one, like I said, a little bit of Project Horizon, and I think like half of Pink Eyes. It's a good story, and it feels like it's something that, for Fallout Equestria readers, they'll get immediately. But I have a feeling that anybody watching this who doesn't know about Fallout Equestria or hasn't read the books or haven't gotten to the part where the Enclave start getting explained and whatnot, they're going to be a little bit lost with this character. So I only just now thought about it rewatching this segment, that this character could probably also use a little bit more backstory into their personal life. Like, I get that it is an Enclave pony, but just because it's an Enclave pony doesn't mean that that's its only, thing in its life. It could have like a family or kids or friends or hobbies that he does outside of work. It's one of those things that, we try not to, what is it? Like, we try not to let work be our life, so we work to have a life kind of thing, or something like that. There are phrases that people who have been working for their entire life have started saying where it's like, oh, my work isn't my job isn't my life. And I feel like this is one of those cases with this pony. But, yeah, Pudding Pop did a great job on drawing this OC. I didn't bother searching out Pudding Pop, but if Carl happens to see this episode, he can relay the information to Pudding Pop if he feels like it, or if Pudding Pop feels like they ever should watch this episode, whatever, great. What I was trying to really drive home on that color point is the fact that the secondary color in the main was dark, and it was good, and that worked great for a secondary darker color. But when it comes to that first color, don't, like I said, desaturate it. That's what I wanted to really drive home. Desaturate it. Don't darken it. Because if you darken that lighter color, it then will wash into the other darker color. Just desaturate it a little bit so it's not so bright and vivid. I guess just vivid is, I guess, the term, because you still want it to be bright, but you don't want it to be vivid. If you desaturate it a little bit, it'll become more pastel colored. And I feel like that would be a really good idea, at least in that case, for that particular picture. For the future pictures he gets, maybe there'll be other good things and other bad things about it. But, yeah, desaturated, not darker. That's what I think would be great. I also didn't talk much about the actual coat of the OC. The coat was fine. It was a solid gray. It kind of worked into the idea of the armor, the Enclave armor that he was wearing, and the fact that it is Fallout Equestria, so everything is that sort of like grayish, dirty kind of look to it. Almost a sickly color, but, it works out fine. Yeah, that was pretty much all the backstory that I had for that, or not backstory, all the thoughts that I had about that pony. It was a good OC. I feel like it, for, like I said, like, for people who read Fallout Equestria, they're going to definitely understand and know what the backstory and what the OC is all about. But when it comes to people outside, like I said, they might be a little lost. So that's where the backstory of the OC himself would be a lot better. So, in the meantime, let's move on to the next OC. So the next OC that we have to look at, or we're going to look at, is by the owner Darker Depths. He's going to show me his OC and talk about what's the story behind it and all the aesthetic designs that he decided to go with on this particular OC. This was actually just fresh right after Carl's OC review. They were right next to each other, and they both wanted an OC review. So let's take a look at them both. Well, not both, but let's take a look at the next OC, that is.
He's the OC, your OC.
So, I just reviewed Carl's OC.
Hello again.
Carl. So then now we have
Darker Depths.
Darker Depths. Darker Depths OC. Well, what is your OC's name?
Darker Depths.
Oh, it says right there. I should have, like... Come on. It's hard to, like... No, I don't know. This is the best I can do, so... We'll do it like... wait. That's a good one. I'll use that. Yeah. So, Darker Depths. Alright. So tell me about it.
Well, backstory is a little bit tragic. Born in Manhattan, went on to move to Cloudsdale, and then a studio disaster, some gas lines blew up, this, that, and the other thing, and how he actually did get his cutie mark, which is a broken record.
Okay, by the way, he?
Yeah.
Okay, it is a guy. It's a guy. The ping threw me off. I apologize. I don't mean to judge.
No.
Although I am now judging your OC, so I apologize. No, go ahead. Anyway, so he had an explosion in the... What was it?
It's just gas line at one of his nightclub studios, whatever you want to call it. And how he ended up getting his cutie mark is he collected as many pieces of his turntables as he could and put it back together.
Okay.
A little out there, but... And I should have said it first. It's not fully developed. It's
sorry about that. So brief thing. Nightclub explosion, gas line. Got his cutie mark by picking up the pieces of his turntable
and putting it back together.
Okay, go on.
The entire backstory isn't fully developed. It's just been such a slow process.
Backstories normally aren't ever fully developed.
Yeah.
It's kind of like, this works for now.
But that's as far as it got. He's pretty much ended up in Ponyville at this point.
Yeah.
So, and that's pretty much where it ends, unless I want to get super technical, but probably not going to do that on the video.
Okay. Well, yeah, thank you for trimming it down to a TLDR version. Okay, great. So, from a story standpoint, so he had a nightclub that by the time he was already like an adult, and then eventually it blew up, and that's how he got his cutie mark?
No, he ended up recovering all the pieces of his turntables that went off in the explosion, and he put them back together into a working one. I
get that, but it's the fact that he had a nightclub already. He was like a known owner of a nightclub.
Well, it wasn't his nightclub. It's just the ones in Cloudsdale.
Oh, okay. So
Unknown.
He was at. Okay. I got you. I was concerned there. I was like, he already like owns a nightclub. Wouldn't he say that his talent already would be that? No. But okay, I got you now. I was jumping in. I was hearing something different. I apologize. So yeah, okay, yeah, that makes sense. That's all right. So what would you say his special talent is then? Because that's my question.
That's one of the things I have actually been trying to pretty much finish. Mm-hmm. And I really have not been able to find a solid concrete one. It's just, Well, it's the special talent. It's just that's the thing that's been stumping me this entire time.
Okay, yeah. The special talents are really hard to do, not only from because a lot of characters struggle with the idea of what is my special talent? And you also have people that are like, okay, what is their special talent? Like, what is their thing they do? So it's not only just them as a character trying to struggle and find out, but us as artists trying to figure out, like, okay, what would their special talent be? So,
And I am actually an aspiring DJ, and I haven't actually gotten very far. So
okay, so that's
I'm pretty much just kind of waiting it out to actually get up there, maybe incorporate some of my own story into it. So
cool. Okay, yeah.
Put some personal feeling into it.
Yeah, and that's how like most characters ever work. Is that characters are always based off of like who we are as individuals. We like take our own life stories and put them out there. So okay, great, fantastic. So that seems like a solid story. And you said that like you're working on the backstory right now. So obviously you're leaving in room to expand and work on these details. So my major thing to say to you is to really work on that whole aspect about who this character is and what is their special talent, and also how do they feel about all these things as well. That's something that I feel like I've been really hyping on myself for a while. It's like how do the OCs feel about whatever the events were? Yeah, the thing blew up and they put the pieces back together again, but were they distraught? Were they upset? Were they whatever? Were they doing stuff? And were they like trying to like do stuff with it? And it's like, yeah, you know, just figure out how they felt about it as well.
Yeah.
It works great. So let me take a look at the aesthetic. So like I said, I think it actually might be bigger sideways. So that again is deeper depths.
Darker depths.
Oh, sorry, darker depths. I was reading it backwards on the screen and I'm like, what is this? Okay, so sweet. All right. So that black looks pretty black. Is it pure black?
It's not supposed to be pure black, but
The artists that did it?
put it black, yeah.
Okay, all right. Beat them. Beat them with a stick. They don't ever use pure black. Okay, yeah. So obviously you know, lighten up that black so you can tell the difference between the outline and the actual thing.
And this was back when she was just starting to get into it. No. My friend who drew that.
Oh.
She was just starting to get into their more advanced things. So.
Okay. Cool. I was about to say, all right.
She's
So
gotten a lot better.
Okay, good. She's learned. Anyway, so all right, Dark Depths. He's got. Yeah, like I said, I like the idea of black and pink. That's something like not a lot of people go for. They just like, oh yeah, we're gonna make it pink, so I'm gonna make it like super cutesy and whatnot. Or I'm gonna make it black, so I'm gonna make it really dark and whatnot. But like pink and black and white color scheme, it's not bad. Could be better, but the only thing that I would say is that it's got the blue headphones. Is that a permanent choice, or are you willing to like change that to maybe like, let's say a pink pair of headphones?
I'm definitely willing to change the color.
Yeah, try to look into that, because that mixing that together, just an overall aesthetic choice, I would try to see, or at least try changing those blue headphones to pink ones. Unless you have like a pair of headphones that you're like super die hard about it. I have to have my blue headphones on my pony. Do you?
Yeah.
Okay. I would try to do that.
It's the color that was put at the creation of the picture, and I've just stuck with it. Funny enough, the headphones have actually changed colors many times over the different pictures.
Cool. So he actually wears like different headphones. Oh, and they might actually accidentally break. Oh, I gotta get a new one. Yeah, that's also very real and true to the character as well, because like you don't. Do we see Vinyl wearing the same pair of headphones all the time? I can't remember.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure, yeah.
Okay, well, yeah, if you... Sometimes headphones break, so you gotta get different ones, I guess is what I'm trying to say here. But anyway, yeah, it's a good idea. The hoodie is it's a good accessory choice. Their hoodie coat thing.
It's one of those side zips, which I own one, and I really love those. So.
Like the super aesthetic ones?
Yeah, it's just the side zip flap.
Yeah.
I love those, so I had to put it on.
It's a good choice. In future cases, when you're like doing poses and whatnot, try to find a pose like that, kind of like off 3/4 angle, not necessarily a side profile view, that would probably highlight that more. If that is an accessory, and that's such a unique accessory that you don't see a lot of people use, find a way to highlight it. Have like the zipper like going down, and have like either like the sitting where you see the zipper come up and the flap or whatever.
Yeah.
Like you said, find a way to highlight that, and then. Yeah, and that cutie mark is, I guess, a record with like a crack in it.
Crack, yeah.
All right, cool. That actually was very good. I like it. Try not to use black outlines. Just leave it like a gray circle with the crack in it. You can use like, here's something if you're thinking about changing the cutie mark at all. I don't say you have to. It works. Just try not to use black outlines. What you could do is possibly, you know how like actual old vinyl has like those stickers. Yeah, in just a minute.
Okay.
It was like, you know how like they have the sticker in the middle where you put that metal thing on? Maybe if you made it a pink sticker in the middle of it, like they would do with like Columbia Records or whatever.
Yeah.
And I tried that. I like it. The goggles are a good choice. It's a little vinyl scratchy, but
I actually chose I also chose the glasses off these. Which
I was in there thinking, I was like...
I've also went through 3 pairs of these, so...
Just to keep with the same thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, super cool. I like it a lot, man. It's beginning. You're willing to change it, just tweak it a little bit, and that's why I like it so much. It also is really good. It's a DJ Pony without being like, I play at all the clubs. It feels real. You know what I mean? I like it a lot. It's a good job. It needs work, but I don't think it's bad, OC. It's good. Thank you. So this was
Darker Depths.
Darker Depths.
Or just Depths. Most people call me Depths.
Depths. This guy's real deep. Anyway, thank you very much for showing me your OC, man.
No problem.
Cool.
Okay, so that was Darker Depths by Darker Depths, and I hate to say it, but it's a little bit wonkier of a story than Carl's. But then again, Carl's was just, super straightforward. He started off by saying it's sort of a sad backstory. And at that point, I was just like, no, please don't. But then he just explained that it was because at this club that he was performing at, it blew up. So he had to put his record back together again. And I was just like, oh, well, that's not so sad. That's a little bit unfortunate, but not sad. And so that first break that happened at the very beginning of the OC review, I apologize about that. A little girl wanted to take a picture with me, and normally I would say wait a minute for older fans, but when it comes to younger fans, you just kind of have to drop everything for them because they get impatient. They really are excited to see characters and whatnot. So I had to do that. So he stated that it was he got his cutie. The OC got his cutie mark when the club that he was performing at blew up, and he put his mixing gear back together again. And I'm like, yeah, that'd be a good catalyst to receive a cutie mark, but that's putting the cutie mark before the talent, and you don't want to do that because now you're trying to work backwards on how to decide a special talent. Normally, it's the talent decides the cutie mark, not the other way around. Because if you've made this DJ Pony and this DJ sort of centered cutie mark that, from an elaborate story, then you're trying to make a special talent come out of that. Not, okay, let me think about its personality, its backstory, and everything like that, and its special talent, and then try to work a cutie mark from that. Because the cutie mark can be a little bit more nebulous than the special talent, while the special talent needs to be a lot more on the spot not necessarily on the spot, but a much more rooted and grounded concept of it. Now I get that Cheerly has kind of I like to teach and I love to see people smile, so that's a little bit of a nebulous concept, but it's not as much of a weird out there concept as her cutie mark is, which is just flowers that are smiling. It's easier to tell the special talent to describe why the cutie mark than it is to say this is the cutie mark and then describe the talent. So I believe that person or Depths here has gone the backwards route for this one. So he just needs to be careful about that. Also, and I don't mean to make this a personal thing between me and Depths, but the glasses, while in the interview, got super annoying. I was just watching, and I was like, all right, are you going to take off your glasses so you can talk to me? It's only one of my, stupid, courtesy things that I think of. It's taking your hat off indoors or taking your sunglasses off when you talk to somebody indoors or something like that. It's only a personal gripe, and unfortunately, but I'm just like, take off the glasses. And then he explained that it's like, oh, because my OC is supposed to be like me, and I'm sort of trying to wear something that is like my OC. And I'm like, dang it. All right. Sure. Why not? He also mentioned the fact that that picture he showed was of an older art like picture rendering, I guess, imagination of his OC. So it's one of those things that I'm just like, all right, great. I kind of digged into him about the fact that he had pure black mane on his OC, and I'm just sitting there like, okay, yeah, all right, great. That's an older picture. That's fine. It probably updated it in new ones, so that's more of a gray mane. But then he handed me a button later on in the con that was his OC from that exact picture. So I'm like, okay, you've made buttons to work with that particular picture, so that means that you're like, you kind of don't care about that black, and now you're kind of, you're sort of dedicated to that cause now. So if that's the thing, then, and if you have new pictures that are like not pure black mane, or a pure black mane version of your OC, then you need to like scrap those buttons. You need to just get rid of them. Or maybe that's what he's doing, trying to get rid of them all by just giving them to people. I don't know. I don't know your intentions by that, but I don't know. He also had his OC along with Carl's OC on the shirt he was wearing. And I was like, oh, huh, that's interesting. So, yeah, I'm just like, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about OCs on a shirt. I kind of want my OC on a shirt for some reason. Maybe I'll brand that. Maybe that'll be a merchandise thing. Anyway, so there is a lot to be said about this OC. I feel that with this one, he said that he kind of like, without going into too much detail about the OC, he just gave me kind of the brief rundown of it. I mentioned about it being a TLDR version, and I like that idea, but I think he boiled it down too much. I feel that there should be, or if he didn't boil it down too much, it's either lacking somehow. He really needs to... I told him that as well while I was standing there, that he should focus also on how his OC feels about the situation, about all of this, because it felt to me, when he's explaining it, a lot of this happened, and then this happened. Just like that. And it was one of those things that I'm like, okay, great. That's good, like, keyframing for your story, but fill it in with feeling. Like, how does the character feel about these things as well? So, yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say about that. It ended with me having to go take a picture with somebody, and then, a brief moment you could see one of my friends, Danny, pop in her vinyl cosplay as well. I need to, like, get a sign or something on my back when I'm recording. And, like, be like, hey, ask me in a minute. Don't bother me right now. In the middle of something, filming in progress or something on my back to, like, let people know that, no, I am filming right now. Please don't bother me, or something like that. I don't know. That would just seem rude. Anyway, so moving on to the next OC. The next OC is OC that if you've been to any of the, I don't want to say last 3 cons of the year, because there's probably been more. I just can't think of them right now. If you've been to Everfree Northwest, if you've been to BabsCon, if you've been to Pacific PonyCon, you know this guy. This is Selfie Pony. he was community guest for this weekend. He's the guy that goes around and takes selfies with people. And I think he got up to 1,000 selfies this weekend, or the weekend that we're talking about. I'm not 100% sure. I think he did. I'm pretty sure I don't know. He said that he gave away his 1,000th selfie picture. I don't know. It's a weird gimmick, but hey, it's whatever gets you known in this fandom. Am I right? Anyway, so Selfie Pony is up next with his OC. I think I got interrupted maybe like once or twice with this one as well. I don't know. I tried to make it fast because he's kind of got to go places and be and whatever. Anyway, you'll see. So this is Selfie Pony.
Okay, so I got done reviewing Depths. He was around here somewhere. I don't know. Oh, yeah. They're still over there. So now I'm here with Conchair and short little dude. Not Conchair, community guest guy. Short little dude. Saw him at a couple of cons. Selfie Pony. What up, buddy? So he asked me to review his pony, his Selfie Pony. So he's got this thing like everywhere on his phone. Pull up that picture you had.
I got it on my phone.
Hold on, let me get like.
You get it for free all day.
Fuck you. All right, pull up like an actual picture.
Okay,
like an actual picture. Of
picture?
it.
Okay, let's look through my actual pictures.
Like, give me a solid, like, full body shot of this pony because.
You
like,
wanna? Oh, I have a few. Let's see.
Whoa! Keep it clean.
I'm sorry. There's some dirty on there.
I'm kidding. I didn't see anything. Swear to God. So yeah.
Well, here you go. I guess from PPC art.
PPC art.
I got PPC art.
Okay, so there's this one.
Oh, that's cute.
PPC art I got. That's how they promoted me.
Yeah. I love that one. So yeah. So tell me backstory. What is the pony's name?
Selfie snapshots.
Selfie snap
Shots.
shots.
Selfie snapshots.
Selfie.
Selfie snapshots.
Selfie snapshot.
Fuck up. God, that name.
Selfie snapshot.
I thought Sunset Shimmer was hard.
Sunshine shimmer. Sunshine shimmer.
Selfie snap shots. Okay, great. What is Selfie's story? Like, give me a backstory behind her. Her, by the way.
Okay, it is a her.
Okay,
it is a her, and I promote myself as a her.
Nice. Cool.
Empowering to the women.
Yes, of course.
I got my room key, and I'm gonna go to our room, get our stuff.
Fine. Be that way. Get out! I'm doing a video.
He's doing a video.
Go
Envy. Bad envy.
Smack him with a stick. No. Anyway, so yeah. All right. So like, backstory.
She's just a simple pony who runs a news station, takes pictures with people.
Takes pictures with people.
Read
and
the back
runs
of your card. She has a studio.
She has the back of a studio. A studio.
My cutie mark.
Oh dear God.
I put my cutie mark on him.
Jesus. That's crazy.
I put mine too.
Anyway, so so runs a news studio. Did you say?
Yeah. She's she's the owner and reporter. At least in my opinion, I kind of created this news thing for her, and that's kind of what she does as an actual job. Because people are like, is an actual job taking selfies? No, it's just, I guess, what she does.
She just does it. It's more of a hobby.
So it's more of like a reporting thing, I guess, that she can do. That's what she does as a job. But, her goal is just to selfie everything in the rest of you.
Okay. All right. Fantastic. So, that sounds like a decent backstory.
I mean, it was simple OC I made.
Yeah.
I mean, did I try? No. I just kind of got started getting I grabbed the OC and I kind of did it.
All right, so I'm going to borrow this guy for a second because I don't want to whip out your phone again. So this is one of the things. And would you say this is a recent, accurate?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah. So we're going to talk about aesthetics because that story is
on their back of their hands.
It was
okay.
It was an okay.
It was an okay story.
I don't really have an actual down story.
And who's going to really take Selfie Pony super serious?
Be like,
I'm going to critique this pony on a serious level from an academical.
Are you?
I'm critiquing it, but it's at the same time, like, how serious are you going to be about it? I want my plushie back, damn it. I'm going to get that plushie back.
Selfie. You have to do a selfie with you.
So,
what?
Oh, yeah.
Selfie with you.
No.
I got one, didn't I?
Yeah.
No, I just signed you.
You signed your shirt, we didn't get
Oh, yeah, sure.
Mine now.
So, I think this OC is adorable.
Thank you.
And I think the color idea is great. I like the blue and green. It's not like, well, at least in this, all the pictures like I've seen of the OC, it's like seems like it's like it's not. It's never been like super oversaturated colors.
God,
They've been
it's
kind of
not
like
black and red.
OC done.
yeah. Thank God it's not Toon Critic.
Simple design, but I love it so
But
much.
yeah, it's just like
It's cute.
how some people.
I'm sorry, Toon.
He is by far the worst OC we've ever hosted on the show. He's been on the show, and I told him about
My cousin
it.
Sebastian.
What did he have to say?
He's like, well, shit just happens, man.
Shit just happens, black and red OC.
Black and red. Anyway, so yeah, it's not like super oversaturated colors. It's not like super crazy.
Oh, and trust me,
And it's got a bow, and I love the
oh,
bow.
the bow is my favorite.
The bow's the super cutest.
That was
So
kind of the thing
I dig it. I like it. It's solid. It's not like the greatest OC ever.
It's simple.
It's simple.
I basically went to a school that
To be
actually
honest, it could be even a character you could even see in the show. It's not like super unrealistic.
Yeah, like a background. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just one walking by.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So sweet. Selfie Pony, it is always a treat to see you. And you guys can take another picture
Did
with
you
you.
yourself it?
And I will see you more around the con.
Of course, yeah.
Okay, cool. I will.
Yeah, man.
Oh,
Yeah.
Selfie Pony.
So that was Selfie Pony, and it's an okay OC. Like, he pulled up the picture of the community guest promo art that he had at Pacific Pony, or blah, 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 blah. He had at Pacific PonyCon, and that honestly, that artist did a really good job. They also did a picture for me as well for that weekend, which was great. I love that. I love that character. It was great. But anyway, so his OC, like I said, was pretty simple. It owned a news company, which threw me for a loop. I was like, wait, what? That's odd, but okay, I guess. And then their talent sort of decided their hobby, but their job was something a little bit different. So it's like, seems a little shoehorned and a little bit weird, but I'm okay with it. So their job and hobby is a little bit off, but like I said, it's okay. I made a brief comment about how it's like, well, how serious could you review this OC? I mean, it's like you can't really be super serious with a pony that just takes selfies all the time. Like he said, it was one of those things that it's like, yeah, it kind of wants to go off and do its own thing, but you can't really take it too seriously. Like, I don't know why it's like that with this OC. Maybe it's because I don't know. I honestly don't know why, but it's just one of those things that it's like it's a bit of a joke OC, but not to the point of making it bad. Joke OC for the sake of making it bad. It's just one of those things that's like, okay, yeah. I mean, how far is this character really going to go? It's sort of one trick. Anyway, so there was a lot of noise in the background on this one, and he has like this weird like entourage that follows him around as well. And it's just one of those things that I'm just like, okay, am I talking to Selfie Pony or am I going to be talking to the whole group for some reason? So it got a little bit confusing when I was trying to talk to Selfie himself and talk to him about his OC, and there's an entire group of people trying to explain things as well. And I'm just like, whoa, guys, whoa. Focus up. I'm trying to do this. But anyway, they were super nice and super fun to hang out with and pretty cool people. But I was just like, guys. Let me just talk to him. I want to talk to the owner of the OC. I mean, did you make the OC? I don't know. If they did, then great. I would have wanted to talk to them. But that's fucking bronies, am I right? Anyway, so this one's pretty well straightforward. Selfie just wanted a OC review on the spot because he saw that I had an OC, that I was reviewing OCs, as well as I think he just took one with me. I was number 200, I think, for that weekend, so that's probably around there somewhere. Yeah. So anyway, that's about it for this one. So. That one was a bit of a weird joke of an OC sort of thing, but yet still trying to be serious. This next OC is by a good friend of mine, Stitch, and I've reviewed her actual OC before, in person, but not recorded, I think. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I didn't record that one. Maybe I did. I don't know. I can't remember. I've reviewed a lot of OCs. Anyway, so this next one is by Needle Stitch, and it's called what was it? Smiley McButtface or something like this. The actual story behind it, she'll explain for you in just a moment. So, like I said, here's Needle Stitch with Smiley McButtface.
I may be tired, but you know what I'm never tired for? OC reviews. So we got another one coming at you right now as I'm sitting down at this weird bar thing, eating room wherever. So Stitch here has an OC. I have told her multiple times that her OC is good, and she agrees with it, right? Your OC is great.
Oh yeah, my OC is
It's
great.
great.
Maybe we'll show you later.
She made another OC that I need to review, and
It's just as great.
it's just apparently as great. And she showed me a sample of it, and she's like, "You need to review this," and I'm like, "I need to review this." So I'm going to review this, so you guys get to follow along. So, Stitch, what is the name of your OC?
This is Smiley McButtsmile.
Smiley McButtsmile. That's what we're dealing with here. And since I have you on Facebook, I don't have to screencast that. I can just grab it off of Facebook or something like that,
Yep.
and you'll be able to actually send it to me.
Yep.
And I'll put it in the video in the corner somewhere that works wherever. So, what is Smiley McButtsmile's backstory?
Ardia was trying to teach me how to draw ponies using the circle method, and I just said, fuck it, I'm done.
First of all, she's blue.
What is her backstory?
Hi!
What's up, guys?
She is an alicorn with a broken horn. You know, she got into a fight with Celestia. And she hates Celestia because Celestia tried to banish her to Tartarus, okay?
Of course she did, because that's where that pony belongs.
She's best friends with Luna, and she really likes the Tantabus, so she hangs out with the Tantabus.
Hangs out with the Tantalus guys. This is my life. When your friends know what you do and they're just like, I got it. I'm gonna fuck with moms.
She's got 2 wings.
Yeah,
one of them's-
because everybody has 2 wings.
No, like 2 pairs. There's one wing.
God damn it.
One pair
I was
is
afraid of that.
yeah. One they're all black and red, like alternating.
Wait, so like one on one side would be black and one on the other side would be red.
Yeah.
Wait, is it like
Okay, so
black and red, or is it black?
no
and
black.
red?
Okay, ready? Black, red, black.
So it's checkerboard.
Yep, checkerboard. She's got changeling. One leg is changeling. It's got holes all up in it.
I want to pump it full of holes. That's what I want to do right now. But you know what? I will save my critique for the end.
She's got she stole Chrysalis's crown.
Of course she did.
Yes.
Because, you know, that's what they do.
That's what she does. And her mane is black and red, and her tail is black and red, obviously, because she's really edgy. She like eats nails for breakfast.
Stitch, my next question is, I thought we were friends.
Just remember the good one that I actually came up with. This is the good one that I actually came up with.
And she justifies it, and it's great, but God damn it, Stitch.
Do you know how much I love you, mums, right now? This is why I mess with you. It's because I love you, mums.
So anyway, my actual legit review of it is it's bad.
Because it
You
is.
fix it. It's on purpose, man, so I can't help you with that. I should clarify that I don't do purposely bad OC reviews. Because I'm supposed to be helping people that want to be helped. Gosh, jeez Louise, woman. It vexes me so.
Did you find it? But God, you love it.
I hate it so much. It's so bad.
This is the problem with being a OC reviewer. People know I review OCs. My friends want to give me their OCs, so they're just like, oh yeah, Mofight, totally review my OC, tell me what you think about it. And I'll be like, yeah, sure. And then like, I've reviewed your OC though, and then she just pulls that out, and I'm just like, Oh God, no. Why? So now I have friends that purposely try to just shit all over my day by making just god-awful OCs. It's the worst. It's like that one time where I had a panel down in San Diego, and Pika Petey was in the audience, and he's just like throwing like OCs at me, like super ripped, jacked OCs with like tiny heads, and I'm just like, Pete, what the fuck is this? And he's like, wait, no. Review this OC, and then he'll like draw out like changeling OC that like has like 4 horns, and I'm just like, no, stop, what do you why do my friends want to cause me pain? Anyway, so that was Smiley McButt Smile or whatever the fuck. I don't know. Anyway, so it's like she said, it was an OC that she made on Ardale's tablet that he was trying to teach her circle method, but she's just like, whatever. Okay, fine. This is a purposely bad OC for the sake of making a purposely bad OC. And it's one of those things that it's like, okay, yeah, you're making this bad on purpose, so there's no way I can actually critique it. So what's the point? There is no point behind me critiquing this OC because it's not trying to be better. It was towards the end of the con, and she wanted me just to review this OC, and I'm just like, alright, fine. So I found a nice place to sit because my feet were killing me, and we did that. So it also got cut off at the end because obviously when somebody is sitting there trying to film something, obviously it's perfect time for everybody to interrupt and try to figure things out. So it ended with some random woman going, so you guys like collect the ponies? And I'm like, yeah. So unfortunately I didn't get to end it with a proper, hey, no, this is terrible, stop it, God, no, why would you do this? But hey, that's why I'm doing this, so I can tell Stitch, oh my God, Stitch, stop it, you need to stop. Please stop. Dear God, stop. So anyway, that was all of the OCs that I reviewed this weekend. Or not this weekend, but the weekend of Everfree Northwest. This actually was a lot more of a concise review session than the previous convention's reviews, that is. So, yeah, so I'm going to be wrapping this up now. I want to thank everybody who came out and talked to me this at the convention that weekend. I want to thank everybody that, showed their OC to me, talked to me about the show, said that they liked my show, or came out to my panel. It was a really good thing. I want to also thank Everfree Northwest for allowing me to host a panel there. It was super cool of them, even though it was at Sunday morning at 10 a.m. Anyway. So, if you happen to have an OC and you are not able to catch me at a con, you can always submit it to us at DeviantArt. We're at yourocsucks.deviantart.com. You can message us on Twitter, talk or ask questions and whatnot there. We are at yourocsucks. You can always email us questions or your OC at yourocsuckspodcast@gmail.com. You can also find our Tumblr at yourocsuckspodcast.tumblr.com. We also have a Patreon, so you can go to patreon.com/yourocsucks and you can become a patron there. We don't do much, so if we don't get to your submission or if we just don't post anything for a while, don't feel bad. You just don't get to throw money at us, I guess. Either way, that's that. And obviously, if you're ever at a convention and you happen to see me walking around, you can always bring up your picture on your phone, print it off, make a badge of it or whatever, and bring it right up to me. And if I'm not busy or in the middle of about to go do something, I'll totally review it then. If I am busy, then I'll let you know and when there would be a better time to review your OC or something like that. And if I see you again, I'll probably ask you and be like, hey, are you ready for do the thing? And stuff like that. So yeah, That's been this show. Hopefully, either this week or possibly next week, we may be back for another episode. Hopefully soon, so that way we can get back into like a regular schedule of things. But as it stands right now, we are just this is this week's episode. So, yeah, that's about it. I want to thank everybody again for watching this week. Come on back for the next episode. We love you all the same. Like, comment, subscribe. I guess, I don't know. You can if you want. Anyway, my name has been MoFi Thunderbirds. This week I've been doing this all by myself, so I don't have anybody else to outro with. But remember, guys, your OCs suck.